Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrew Pierre, and this is the Vibe Tribe, where we vibing and tribing, and the channel is The Power of You with Andrew. Yeah, so welcome back. Thank you guys for the love that I'm getting on my last two videos. As I mentioned, I'm new to these YouTube streets, so I definitely appreciate you guys showing a lot of love and support, and definitely give me encouragement that I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe is the name of the game. Let's push this to the people that need to hear this. So definitely appreciate you guys. Now let's get right into it. So this is a story time on how I got fired but became rich. And not traditionally rich that you may think, but something even better, which we'll discuss later on in the video. So let's get right into it, guys. So a little about this story is I actually was working with a company actually not too long ago for the last 4.5 years or so. Of course, I'm not gonna say no names, I'm not gonna say where it's at, but yeah, so I started working with this company and I thought it was amazing in the beginning. There was people that looked like me. So I'm like, yeah, these people look like me. We're doing our thing. And little did I know, I was in for a long ride, okay? So the individual that managed this company, we never actually really saw eye to eye in the beginning, just because we're complete opposites. Just a little background, I actually was working for myself prior to getting this job, but times are hard, and like any entrepreneur, you actually jump from job to job until you find your calling, which this is my calling. So nevertheless, started working with this company, and I don't know if you guys ever worked for an office, and please comment and like if you do, or comment, hey, I work for this office and this happened. But let's talk about the word politics. I mean, that is just a snooze. I never was one to, stand by the cooler and talk about how cool the day was, or did you watch the game last night? Honestly, I didn't care. I just wanted to work and go. And that just did not go well with the individual that I was working for. It's one thing to actually do the job well, which I was doing, but it's another thing to actually do the job well and play the word politics. So that really was not my thing. So yeah, so working there, still doing what I need to do, and there was really no reason to fire me because honestly, I was doing one of the best jobs at that company, which I will keep on the low low. But yeah, people loved me outside of that company, inside of the company, the staff. It's just this one manager. He just really was not too fond of who I was. And that's a tip, guys. When your light is shining so bright, it's intimidating. When you smile bright, when you come with an energy of love and light, sometimes that may rub off on the people that don't have that in their lives. And you have to understand that's a power that is a blessing. And I will never say it's a curse, but it's a blessing, but it definitely once again could rub people the wrong way. And honestly, I'm not gonna say that here on YouTube. I don't. But anyway, so working with this company, 1 year turned into two, two turned into three, and three turned into four. Now, one thing I can say is that the company's doing well. I like what they do. They help a lot of people. The morals are very good. If I was to tell you the company's name, they have high reviews online. So it's not necessarily it's a bad company. It's just sometimes there are bad apples that are actually running certain organizations. So I would never forget. I was just typical day working, and to be quite frank with you, it wasn't my calling. I was bored half the time. It was very repetitive, and I just didn't feel like I belonged. Granted, I did get along with some of my coworkers, but I always fantasize of getting back into the swing of things. I always fantasize of being back into my own entrepreneurial realm. I always fantasize of creating my own richness in my own world, and I knew that could not be done working to the traditional set hours under someone's dictatorship, because honestly that's what it felt like. And honestly, I'm not one to really be, I guess, held down. It's not really my personality. I'm smiling now, but honestly when I was there I was like, yeah, this was not happening. It was just next, next. It became so robotic, and it really was not my personality. So I knew my time was coming, whether or not I got fired or not. I just knew my time was coming. And As they say, when one door closes, guess what? Something else opens. And it's not just that it opens, it floods. And that was my case. So I will never forget one day it was about to be 4:59, which was my favorite time of the day. Like literally my favorite time working in office was lunchtime so I could eat and clock out time so I could leave. But nevertheless, one of those days I was about to leave. It was 4:58, so I already had my things gathered. Let's say it with me. My things gathered. My things gathered. So yes, everything was ready. I think that was a gym day for me too. So I had my gym bag packed and I was about to leave and I was called into the office. Now, one thing about intuition, guys, it doesn't lie. When you feel that in your gut, like they say, in your gut, which I don't have right now because I'm working out, but in your gut, always go with it. Always go with your intuition and second guess anything else. But your intuition, you never ever second guess. And as soon as I walked in, it was the manager as well as his assistant. So I'm like, okay, this should be fun. I walked in with my head high. You could see my nostrils. Okay, guys, I that's one thing. You always keep your posture. Never walk in with your head down or walk in sad. You always walk in like you the you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be always the last thing they remember you by. So I was sat down, and of course I was briefed with the BS. And let's get to the good part. So the individual saying, yes, you have worked for us for so long, and we appreciate everything you do. But we just started working with this new company that brought us out, and unfortunately, they're making cuts, and you're one of them. You're one of the cuts. You, Andrew Pierre, you're one of the cuts. I said, wow. As soon as I heard those words, guys, I just lit up inside. I would never forget. The sun was shining that day. It was so beautiful. And it was a summer day, so the days were longer, especially if you go on the East Coast. The days are a lot longer. So I'm like, wow, I have the whole day to myself. And I don't have to come in tomorrow. That is a blessing. And I would never forget. And I know this individual knows what I said next was life changing. I looked them directly into their eyes, wherever this camera lens is. I'm still trying to figure out my angles, guys, but I'm assuming it's here. And I said, the horizon is beautiful. I'll be just fine. I'm excited. You should have saw the sure look of shock on this individual face. I mean, they probably wanted me to cry. They wanted me to bawl out. They wanted me to be upset. Not this guy. Oh no. I was excited. I was done. Like, you fired me, but you just released me to do what I'm doing now, which is talk to you guys and own my own business. So literally, as soon as that individual told me, of course they say, yeah, it's still sad to see you go. And my head is a wop, wop, wop. Okay, whatever. It's time to go. I no longer work here. I need to go. So of course I was escorted out the building, but I walked like I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I left like I was the man. And everyone knew I was getting fired. I left do you see the smile? I left just like that. Did not stop smiling as soon as I got fired. And that really set the wheels into motion to where I'm at now on a serious note, because as soon as I got fired, literally in the parking lot, I was making my own next steps, which was, I've been with this company for 5 years. How could I leverage my network and my relationships to grow my business, to make more income while I actually transition out of this current role? So I did exactly that. I made a few phone calls, spoke to a few managers, and literally, guys, I was unemployed for less than 12 hours, and I was able to work independently with another individual doing the same exact thing, but in so much a better environment, still able to grow my business, still able to actually work part-time while I'm working independently for this individual since it is a business. And guess what? I became rich. And what is rich, guys? Rich is not just this, which I got, thank God, but rich is rich within oneself, rich with getting your time back, rich with doing what you love to do outside of making a dollar. Rich is actually feeding your soul with nutrients. That is rich, guys. Rich guys, we're not all rappers, we're not all, big pimp or whatever. There's other ways of becoming rich. And while you're actually rich within mind, spirit, and body, this will always come. Always. Because people can have this, but they don't got this, they don't got this, they don't got this. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave you with this, guys. I got fired, but I became rich. And I'm just super excited for the future. It's allowing me to do this. Because honestly, what time is it? It's probably like 6, 5 or something. Like if I was actually working a job, I'd probably be exhausted doing nothing, but drained from negative energy. Now I control my energy, and I'm able to share this with you guys. So once again, guys, this is the Vibe Tribe. I'm Andrew Pierre. This is the power of you with Andrew. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and join the tribe, guys. I'm just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And any questions, let me know, and see you guys below. Thank you.